હે સ્વામિનારાયણ જય સ્વામિનારાયણ. હે સ્વામિનારાયણ જય સ્વામિનારાયણ. સ્વામિનારાયણ જય સ્વામિનારાયણ. હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ. હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ. સુનારાય 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 સુનારાય.
ભારત માતા કી જય. અમે આશા રાખીએ કે તમને અમારા કાર્યક્રમ ગમ્યો હશે અને આનંદ મળ્યો હશે. We would like to thank all the parents. Special thanks to Jyotiben.
क्रियाफलम् सहजानंद गुरुं भजे सदा. सहजानंद गुरुं भजे सदा. शरणागत पाप पर्वतम् गणयित्वा नतदीय सद्गुणम् अणुमप्यतुलं हि मन्यते. सहजानंद गुरुं भजे सदा. हो सहजानंद गुरुं भजे सदा. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामिनारायण. स्वामिनारायण स्वामी સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ 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 હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ 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 હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ 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 હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ
ભારત માતા કી જય. અમે આશા રાખીએ કે તમને અમારા કાર્યક્રમ ગમ્યો હશે અને આનંદ મળ્યો હશે. We would like to thank all the parents and teachers and a special thanks to Jyotiben and Chandrikaben for all their efforts in organizing this cultural event. જો અમારા કોઈ બોલવામાં ભૂલ થઈ હોય તો ક્ષમા આપશો. બસ આ કાર્યક્રમના અંતમાં આ કોરોનાની મહામારીની કાળમાં ભગવાન સર્વનું મંગળ વિસ્તારે તે જ પ્રાર્થના સહભાગથી જય શ્રી સ્વામિનારાયણ. Please note, after Katha tomorrow morning, the Mandir will be open for darshan from 12 to 2 p.m. and there will be takeaway prasad for all. Jai Shri Swaminarayan.
સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ સ્વામિનારાયણ હે સ્વામિનારાયણ Swaminarayana. Hey Swaminarayana, Swaminarayana. Swaminarayana, Swaminarayana. Hey Swaminarayana, Swaminarayana. Hey Swaminarayana, Swaminarayana. Hey Swaminarayana.
Jai Shri Swaminarayan, everyone. Apologies for the technical issues we've been having, but we hope you've enjoyed the show so far. We're going to be starting off the Kahoot quiz in the next minute or so. Before we do so, can we please urge everyone to make sure they've downloaded the app? So that's Kahoot. That's K-A-H-O-O-T. K-A-H-O-O-T. And we'll just introduce what our quiz is going to be on today. I think everyone will know it's going to be based around Independence Day. So as the nation completes 74 years attaining freedom, India has crossed so many milestones and left no stones unturned. With great history comes greater history lessons. And we ought to know our history to understand the present and shape the future. So a lot of us, we claim to be from India, but we may not know our roots and where we came from, what India went through to get to where they are. So it's really important we do that. Now, before we start the quiz, you will need the game pin for Kahoot. Now, this should show up on the screen very soon. For now, I'll read out the game pin. So the game pin is 78044. 78044. So please sign in using your name. We urge you to use your actual names so that we can actually figure out the winner. Now, if you think you've got name common to other people, try use your full name so that we can identify you. So we've got numbers climbing really quick. We're on 22 players already, so let's get people joining in. We're up to 40. I hope you guys all know your knowledge on India. And keep in mind, it is general knowledge, so there's nothing to worry about. We're not going to bombard you with satsang-based questions or anything like that. It is all general knowledge, which you'll be able to teach your parents, your kids, your friends, family, whatever. We're seeing people from from everywhere, not just East London. We've got Woolwich, Harrow, Willesden. Seen Bolton and Oldham. Cardiff have joined, of course they have. Okay, we're at 92. Can we get to 100? We're at 100 people. It's going to be competitive tonight. Boris Johnson has apparently joined. He's here to bless us. Numbers are still climbing. We'll give it a couple of minutes before we start. For those who are only using their surnames, I advise you to at least maybe try put your first initial in. So try edit that name because there's going to be other people using the same thing. And yes, if you are from another Mandir, please do add your Mandir at the end of it or the initials for that Mandir. We're at nearly 120 players. Okay, I think we're going to give it probably 1 minute. Let's see where we can get before we start today's quiz. seen a tomato join, weird name to use, but okay. He apparently goes by the name Prane the Tomato. A little clue, he's from East London, so next time you see a Prane, just call him Prane the Tomato. Okay, we're at 124 players. 125. We've got a peacock that's joined somehow. We've got a Swaminarayan with the font, okay. And we've got a date. Great. Alrighty, we're nearly at 130. Gonna give it the last 30 seconds, so don't miss out. Get joining straight away. Last 30 seconds, and then we're gonna start the quiz. Welcome KV, welcome JG, welcome Vikil. Domino's Pizza, apparently. It's Ekadasi, bro. Or sis. $133 players. 134. Okay, the last 10 seconds and we're gonna start. Okay, we've got Haribhakt from Woolwich. Okay, we've got a few more joining. I've been told we have to wait it out. Let's see if we can hit 150. The aim is 150. We've got Ganga that's joined. Welcome. 141. Can we hit the 150? Okay, not pronouncing that one. Welcome S&M. 144 players. Can we hit that 150? Welcome Aku. Come on, 5 more and we've hit the 150. Wow, we've got the whole Hirani clan that's joined. Welcome, Team Hiranis. Come on, 4 more to hit that 150. Remember, even if you're within the same household, get your brothers, sisters, all using a different one. You're competing against each other. 2 more till 150. And we've hit 150 from Haribhakt from Bolton. Okay. Still climbing. Thanks for your patience, guys, all 150 of you. We are seeing it slow down now, so we should be starting really soon. Just to repeat, for anyone that's on the live stream, the pin to join is 78044. That's 78044. Welcome SJ. We've got Ladwavaro. Kanuro. Welcome Kanuro. Hirani ELT. No pressure to the East Londoners. We've got a lot of other Mandirs joined. Okay, we're at 161 participants. 163. Okay, I've got a feeling this may not stop. So we're going to give it, literally, I know I've said it loads of times. We're going to give it a maximum of, no pressure to the East Londoners. We've got a lot of other Mandirs joined. Okay, we're at 161 participants. 163. Okay, I've got a feeling this may not stop. So we're going to give it, literally, I know I've said it loads of times. We're going to give it a maximum of 2 minutes and we are then starting. Because we've hit quarter to 9. And please don't worry, this quiz isn't going to go on forever. There's 40 questions in total. So max, you'll be in bed by 9:30. 165, 167. It's going to be competitive tonight. 170. Feels like I'm doing a charavo here. 171. But let's see. Jai Hind's 2. 172. And look, okay, we're starting in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Starting with 170 players. Here we go. Shri and Hirani, you just made it in time. And Purbai from Woolwich. Ooh. Okay, we've had a spike and we're starting. So, the first question of tonight's quiz. In which year did Alexander the Great invade India? In which year did Alexander the Great invade India?
અલેક્ઝાન્ડર ગ્રેટે ભારત ઉપર ચડાઈ ક્યારે કરી હતી?
And your options are 2010, 536 BC, 1567, or 326 BC. And remember, the aim of the quiz is to answer the quickest. The quicker you answer, the more points you will get. You've got 30 seconds left to answer, and we've had just about half of the people answered already. If for whatever reason my voice isn't matching up with what's showing on the screen, please do refresh your stream. This may mean that you just your internet or whatever has caused a lag, so do refresh your screen and you'll be put in sync again. So well done to 43 out of the 170. The answer was 326 BC. Let's see who made it to the top 3 or top 5. So we've got Kishore at number 5, ELAV as number 4, Simba, okay, we've got Lion King here, at number 3, Priyesh at number 2, and we've got Pranay the Tomato at number 1. Let's see if the tomato can stay on top. Question number 2. So just for anyone who doesn't get it, Pranay the Tomato is our East London mascot for tonight. So just keep that in mind anytime you visit East London. Next question. India was the world's richest country in the 1700s. Is this true or false?
1700ની સાલની અંદર ભારત વિશ્વનો સમૃદ્ધ દેશ હતો. Is it right or wrong?
Can India really be the richest? Who knows? We've got 100 people answered and just about 30 seconds left. And remember, if everyone has answered by then, the timer will stop. 25 seconds. For those, whenever I say now 20 seconds left, if that doesn't match what's on your screen, please refresh your stream. Don't refresh your Kahoot app. Only refresh your stream that you're watching from YouTube. 10 seconds. 146 answers in. 150, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer was true. It is true that India was the world's richest country in the 1700s. And let's hope we're not far off from getting that back again. And as you can see from the leaderboard, Pranay the Tomato has dropped and Simba has taken over, and we've had Jayesh come into the top 5. And for anyone who hasn't played Kahoot before, remember, the more questions you get in a row, the more points you will get. It's called a streak, and on that hot streak, you'll get more points the more that you get correct. Moving on to the third question. What is the name of the company that Britain established in India for trading and exporting goods to Britain? So the name of the company that Britain established in India for trading and exporting goods to Britain.
કંપનીનું નામ શું છે કે જે બ્રિટિશરે ઇમ્પોર્ટ અને એક્સપોર્ટ કરવા માટે ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર એસ્ટાબ્લિશ કરેલી અથવા તો સ્થાપના કરેલી. લેટ મી જસ્ટ ગીવ યુ અ ક્લુ. ફર્સ્ટ કંપની એસ્ટાબ્લિશ ઇન સુરત. સુરતની અંદર બ્રિટિશ સરકાર દ્વારા
Okay, 140 people have answered. For those, so now if there are any technical issues with your Kahoot and for whatever reason, touch wood you don't, but for whatever reason, if you get kicked out of the Kahoot app, just you can log back in using the game pin. So note it down if you need, 78044. I'll repeat the pin, 78044. Oh wow, so we've got 126 people who answered correctly. And the answer was the East India Company. Now let's have a look. And Pranay the Tomato has gone back into the lead. Come on guys, our top 5 seems to be staying the same. We've got Drew Buria, who is the highest climber. So he's climbed 110 places. Well done. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 4. So this is a multiple choice question. And you can answer more than one. India had an abundance of resources which Britain took. Which of these did they take? So remember, you can answer, you can pick more than one option.
ભારત દ્વારા અંગ્રેજો જે વસ્તુનો નિર્યાત કરતા હતા એનો બહિષ્કાર કરવામાં આવેલો. મલ્ટિપલ ચોઇસ ક્વેશ્ચન છે, તો તમને જે પણ યોગ્ય આન્સર રાખે એ આપજો.
30 seconds left. Don't rush if you don't know the answer. Think about it. So which resources do you believe Britain would have took from India? And remember, India at the time had all of these resources, or a lot of them. 5 seconds. Alrighty. Okay. So it was a trick one. Everyone got this right, but you would have got more points if you selected all 4. So this could have changed up the leaderboard completely. Let's have a look. Pranay the Tomato has dropped from 1st to 5th, but the top, and Premu has joined in the top 2. For East Londoners, I think we all know who this Premu is. I think he wants to come back into East London. He probably misses us. 54 players have achieved a streak of 3, so 3 in a row. So remember, the top 5, don't get too comfortable. There's loads of people behind you coming for your spot. Question number 5. Where in Gujarat did the East India Company first set foot?
ગુજરાતની અંદર ઈસ્ટ ઇન્ડિયા કંપની એની પહેલી ઓફિસ અથવા તો પહેલી સ્થાપના કયા શહેરની અંદર કરી હતી?
And your options are Surat, Baradia, Sukpur or Delhi.
Wow, they all look very familiar.
Yep, we've all heard of them and we've already got nearly 130 answers. 30 seconds left. So where in Gujarat did the East India Company first set foot? 15 seconds. We've got 164 answers, so there's only about 10 of you left. 3, 2, and 1. The answer was Surat, and 152 of you got that correct, so well done. And the leaderboard stays more or less the same, but with 52 people all after that top 5 position. Remember, the quicker you answer, the more points. Next question. In which year did the British Raj officially begin?
કયા વર્ષની અંદર બ્રિટિશ રાજની શરૂઆત ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર થઈ હતી? કયા વર્ષની અંદર બ્રિટિશ રાજની શરૂઆત ઇન્ડિયાની અંદર કે ભારતની અંદર થઈ હતી?
And your options are 1840, 1858, 1835 or 1847. And we know there's loads of you Googling the answers right now. It's not a problem. But just remember that if you can type quicker, you'll get more points. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. Alrighty, let's see what the answer was. The answer was 1858. Only 79 people got this correct, so this could have changed up the game. Let's have a look. Ooh, looks like the top 5 seem to be getting it right. Well done, top 5. And we promise this isn't, we haven't paid these East London guys to win. Actually, one of them no longer is. Moving on. Question 7. Fill in the blanks. India was the in Britain's something. So 2 words. India was the something in Britain's something.
ભારત બ્રિટન માટે શું હતું? 2 વર્ડ્સની અંદર જવાબ આપવાનો. There are 2 empty spaces. India ભારત માટે શું હતું?
So was it India was the
Britain
pain
matter.
in Britain's bottom? India was the twinkle in Britain's eye? India was the jewel in Britain's crown? Or India was the treasure in Britain's trove? India probably was the pain in Britain's bottom, to be fair. I don't think the British Raj liked India too much.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know if that was a clue or not, though. 3 seconds. Well done to 141 of you guys. Got that correct. So India was the jewel in Britain's crown.
It was a pain later on, once they had to leave.
Okay, the top 5 stays the same. Now what we're going to do, we're going to change up a bit. Although we're giving you 1 minute to answer, for some of them questions, I'm going to let you know, you're only going to get 30 seconds. Yeah, so it may show up as a minute, but I'm going to let you know before I read the questions, you're only going to get 30 seconds. We want new guys joining the leaderboard. So let's have a look at the next question. Question 8. Velu Nachiyar, a queen from the south of India, was the first to defeat the British in 1780. How did she defeat them?
વેલુ નાચિયાર કે જે સાઉથ ઇન્ડિયાની રાણી હતા એમને બ્રિટિશને 1780 એટલે કે 1780ની અંદર હરાવ્યા હતા.
And your options are, her chief, covered in ghee, set herself on fire and jumped into the bomb storage. She used poison, set the British army on fire whilst they slept, or they just defeated them in battle with her army. So which of those do you believe would have beaten the British in the 1780? For this one, we will give you the whole minute.
Let me just quickly repeat in Gujarati. વેલુ
Unfortunately, the time is up. It was a tough question, but 53 of you got that correct. And the answer was, her chief, covered in ghee, set herself on fire and jumped into the bomb storage. As crazy as it may sound. Let's have a look if the leaderboard has changed. It has slightly, but the top 5 names still remain the same. 5 players just dropped their answer streak of 7. So 5 of you guys, unfortunately, have lost out on your streak. Come on, guys. I think it's about time we got some new faces in the top 5. The next question, you're only going to get 30 seconds. So on the screen, it may show us 60 seconds. I'm only going to give you 30 seconds. So be prepared. Matangini Hazras, 72, carried the flag and chanted Vande Mataram, even whilst getting shot. How many times was she shot?
માતંગીની ઉંમર 73 વર્ષ એને હાથમાં વંદે માતરમ ફ્લેગ રાખી અને બોલ્યું. કેટલા શોટ્સ એને બ્રિટિશ દ્વારા મારવામાં આવેલા?
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer was she took 3 shots. So 64 of you guys got that correct. Now I know there's probably some of you really frustrated that we skipped that time from 60 to 30, but we're going to do that for the next few questions, so please do be prepared. The top 5 has changed, so it looks like it did work. We've had Tira joined into the top 5, and the OG Buriyas apparently are making a comeback with 3 in a row. Moving on to the next question. Quit school at 13, devoted life to freedom fighting, and allegedly killed a British officer. I was hanged at 23. Who am I?
13 વર્ષની ઉંમરે સ્કૂલ છોડી અને સ્વતંત્રતા સંગ્રામની અંદર ભાગ લઈ અને બ્રિટિશ ઓફિસરને મારી અને 23 વર્ષની ઉંમરે ફાંસી લીધી. હું કોણ છું?
And your options are Jhansi Ki Rani, Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. 172 answers in already. Well done, guys. I think we've only probably got a couple left. Going to give you 5 seconds. 2 and 1. The answer was Bhagat Singh, and amazingly 139 of you guys got that correct. The knowledge of India is looking good so far. And we've had a slight switch in positions. Kishore taking over from Jayesh. Moving on to the next question. Who said, I hate Indians? They are beastly people with a beastly religion.
કોણે કીધું હતું કે હું ઇન્ડિયન લોકોને નફરત કરું છું?
And your options are Queen Victoria, Winston Churchill, Queen Elizabeth II, or Tony Blair. Who could have said such a ghastly line? I hate Indians. They are beastly people with a beastly religion. They're all prominent people. Who could have said that line? 150, 160 answers in so far. Going to give you guys 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. And the answer was Winston Churchill, with 128 of you getting that correct. Well done. And Prem was back into the top 5. Well done to Pranay, Tametu, Simba, Kishore for retaining your positions. We've got 3 other players who have reached an answer streak of 5, so they are catching up. The next question. How many Indian soldiers were forced to fight for Britain in World War II?
કેટલા સૈનિકોને બ્રિટન દ્વારા વર્લ્ડ વોર 2 ની અંદર જબરજસ્તીથી યુદ્ધ કરવા માટે મોકલવામાં આવેલ?
And your options are 10,000, 1.4 million, 2.5 million, or 300,000. 130 of you have answered. Going to give you 20 seconds. If you don't know, just guess it. You can't lose. 5 seconds. And moving on. So the answer was 2.5 million people were forced to fight for Britain in World War II, and they were all Indian soldiers, 2.5 million. Okay, there's been quite a switch up in the leaderboard. Pranay the Tamito still stays in top position. ELAV has come into second. Jem has come into third, Jayesh in fourth, and Simba in fifth. Remember, there's still enough questions for you guys to come back in, so please don't feel disheartened. Remember, there's 40 questions in total. The next question, number 13. In what year did Gandhiji launch the Quit India movement?
ગાંધીજીએ ભારત છોડો આંદોલનની શરૂઆત કયા વર્ષમાં કરી હતી? ગાંધીજીએ ભારત છોડો મીન્સ ક્વિટ ઇન્ડિયા મૂવમેન્ટ કયા વર્ષમાં કરી હતી?
And your options are 1923, 1942, 1936, or 1941. Okay, it was 1941. 5 more seconds. Let's see. The answer was 1942. Not many of you fell for it, it was alright. 99 of you got that correct. The leaderboard, Domtek has sneaked into position number 5. The top 4 remain the same. Next question. 12 famines were caused in India as food was diverted to Britain instead. How many people died? So 12 famines were caused in India because food was instead given to the Brits. How many people died because of this?
બ્રિટિશ દ્વારા અન્નના ભંડાર યુકેની તરફ ડાયવર્ટ કરવાથી કેટલા માણસો ભારતની અંદર મૃત્યુ પામ્યા?
And your options are 1 million, 500,000, 25 million, or 60 million people. How many people were affected? Well, not affected. How many people died because of this? So 160 people have answered so far. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the answer was 60 million people died because the Brits took the food from India during the 12 famines that were caused because of this. So remember, although this is a quiz and it is competitive, also the aim of this is for us to understand the effect that Britain had on India, and so we understand our history.
I think currently the British population is 60 million.
Yeah.
Yeah?
More or less, yes.
Imagine
the whole of the UK dying because of 12 famines. You have to put that to scale. So, going away from that sad note, let's see if the top 5 have changed. Mux EL has taken Domtek's position at number 5. Well done, Mux EL. Someone needs to kick this Pranay the dummy dwarf. Yeah, come on, guys. I know we've said that he's the mascot, but trust me, we're not keeping him there for long now. Moving on to the next question. In what year did India gain independence?
કયા વર્ષમાં ભારતને સ્વતંત્રતા મળી હતી?
You will need to type your answers here. There are no options. Everyone should know this, because in the beginning I said how many years it had complete since India gained its independence. So who was listening? We're going to give you guys the full minute for this, because you do need to type your answers. "15 seconds. We're into the last 10 seconds. In what year did India gain its independence? And the answer was 1947, which 121 of you got correct, so well done. All of you guys have probably seen all your bombarded by WhatsApp messages, posts and whatnot, so probably why you got that correct. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The top 5 still in the same, just ELAV and Gem have swapped places. 7 players are now on a streak of 6 answers being correct, so well done. Gem, oh, Pranay the Tomato, you should be scared. Gem is only 300 points behind you. Moving on to the next question. Who was the first Prime Minister of India?
સ્વતંત્ર ભારતના પહેલા પ્રધાનમંત્રી કોણ હતા?
And your options are Jahangir Nehru, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Mahatma Gandhi, or Jawaharlal Nehru. So who was the first Prime Minister of India? 150 of you have answered, well done. Because of that, we're only going to give you 10 more seconds. Last 5 seconds. And time is up. And the answer was Jawaharlal Nehru, which 116 of you got correct. So well done. Okay, we've had a Simba sneak into the top 5. Unfortunately, it looks like Pranay the Tomato is still getting his answers correct. Don't worry, he's still trembling in his boots. He knows people are after him. Moving on to the next question. Question 17. What is the estimated total value of resources that have been stolen from India by Britain?
બ્રિટિશ દ્વારા ભારતમાંથી અંદાજિત કેટલી લૂંટ કરવામાં આવેલી? ટોટલ એને તમે પૈસાની અંદર ગણતરી કરો તો કેટલી થાય?
And your options are 32 million, 45 trillion, 54 trillion, or 160 billion. And so just to make sure, the options in these are for dollars. So in dollar value, what was the total value of resources? Apologies, the currency wasn't put in the question. Okay, 150, 160 of you. 5 more seconds. And let's have a look at what the answer was. The answer was an amazing $45 trillion worth of resources were stolen from India. There's economies who are not valued anywhere near that. So that's the scale of how much the British Raj had taken away from India. And it's probably why India is probably no longer the richest country in the world. So let's have a look at the top 5 leaderboard, and we've had a Haribhakt from Oldham sneak into the top 5, going by the name ADK. Garson Hirani, well done for sneaking into 4th position. Gem moving up to 3, Thira moving up to 2, and now there's only 109 points between Thira and Pranay the Tomato. Let's move on to the next question. Question 18. What percentage of the world's spices come from India?
દુનિયાનો કેટલા ટકા તેજાના એ ભારતમાંથી આવેલો છે આવતો? દુનિયાનો કેટલા ટકા પર્સન્ટેજ ગરમ મસાલો એ ભારતમાંથી આવે છે?
The options being 70%, 50%, 80%, or 30%. Now we all know India and loves their spices. We all love their spices. We can't go without a bit of marcho in our food, without a bit of haydar. So, what do you think the answer is? Could it be as high as 80%? Could we control that much of the spice market? Or India a monopoly in that sense? 5 more seconds. And the answer was 70%. Well done to 105 of you who got that correct. And Pranay the tomato got that wrong. He has finally been kicked out of the top 5. Well done, Thira, for getting it correct, moving up to first position. And the rest of the names remain the same. So remember, we're not even halfway through. So you can still climb up and reach the top 5. And a shout out to Kishan A, who is back with an answer streak of 3. So he's getting all of them correct so far, with the past 3 anyway. Moving on to the next one. How many states are there in India?
ભારતની અંદર કેટલા રાજ્યો છે? ભારતની અંદર કેટલા રાજ્યો છે?
Easy question, we're going to give you 30 seconds. The options are 10, 29, 20, or 28. Majority of you should get this correct. Even all of you guys who are Googling right now. Yeah, we can see you. Don't cover your webcams, it's fine, don't worry, we're not sneak peek. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer was 29, and 92 of you got that correct. So well done. Unfortunately, for those who answered green 28, you were close, but not close enough. And in the top 5, Jem has taken over in first position, and Mux EL has sneaked into the top 5 again. So well done. The next question. Question 20. What is the largest district in India?
ભારતનો સૌથી મોટો જિલ્લો કયો છે? મીન્સ ડિસ્ટ્રિક્ટ. ભારતનો સૌથી મોટું ડિસ્ટ્રિક્ટ કયું છે?
And your options are Thane in Maharashtra, Mahe in Puducherry, hopefully I got that correct, Kutch, Gujarat, or Dibang Valley in Arunachal Pradesh. 120 of you have answered so far. We're going to give you 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, and the answer was Kutch, Gujarat. That is the largest district in India, and 124 of you getting that correct, so well done. Mux EL climbing into 4th position. Question 21. What is the current population of India?
ભારતની અત્યારની જનસંખ્યા કેટલી છે? ભારતની અત્યારની જનસંખ્યા કેટલી છે?
And yes, we checked the stats only a few days ago, so it is more or less accurate. The options are 1 billion, 1.76 billion, 1.29 billion, or 1.38 billion. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. And time is up. The answer was 1.38 billion people currently live in India.
Wow.
That's a huge number. It's a massive number.
It's going.
And yep, it'll carry on increasing. Now, in our top 5, we've had Thira come back into the top 5. Jem still holding first place. Question number 22. Which city of India is also known as the Manchester of India? Now, this was a term that was given to India a few years back. It's quite recent. And the options are Pune, Kolkata, Ahmedabad, or Nagpur. Which city of India is also known as Manchester of India? Ten more seconds. So which city of India is also known as the Manchester of India?
ભારતનું કયું શહેર માન્ચેસ્ટર તરીકે ઓળખાય છે?
And time is up. The answer is Ahmedabad, with 110 people getting this correct. Now, this probably is because they're basically classed as a second city in India now, or such a large city. So this is probably why they're classed as the Manchester of India.
It's because of the clothing
it?
production.
All right, the clothing.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for that, Pulkit Bhai. Yep, so it's the production of clothes which makes them classed as the Manchester of India. Let's have a look if the top 5 have changed. Same people stay in the top 5. Dira just moving up to number 4, so well done. Jem still holding strong at first, and Karsan Hirani closely behind. Moving on to the next question. Where did Swamnar Bhagwan give the Shiksha Patri to Sir John Malcolm, which is now located in Oxford Library?
સ્વામિનારાયણ ભગવાને સર જોન માલ્કમને શિક્ષાપત્રી કયા શહેરમાં આપી હતી જે અત્યારે ઓક્સફર્ડ યુનિવર્સિટીની અંદર છે?
And the options are Mumbai, Rajkot, Madhapur or Kera. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The answer being Rajkot. Well done to 131 of you for getting that correct. And the leaderboard stays the exact same. Moving on to the next one. Question number 24. Multiple choice. What board games were invented in India?
કઈ બોર્ડ ગેમ ભારતની અંદર શોધાઈ હતી?
The options are Snakes and Ladders, Backgammon, Monopoly or Chess. And you can select more than one option. So what board games were invented in India? I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds.
It's dated back to the Mahabharata time. Just to give you a clue.
3 seconds. And time is up. The answer was Snakes and Ladders and Chess. So these two board games were invented in India. Some of our most beloved board games. Let's have a look at who got this correct. Or if it did change up the leaderboard, which it did. So the top 3 remained the same. ADK Oldham moving up into 4th, and Melissa and Dia moving into 5th. So well done to you all. 6 players are now on an answer streak of 6, so keep going. Question number 25. India has the largest postal network in the world. True or false?
ભારત એ વિશ્વનું સૌથી મોટું પોસ્ટલ નેટવર્ક ધરાવે છે. ભારત એ વિશ્વનું સૌથી મોટું પોસ્ટલ નેટવર્ક ધરાવે છે.
Yes, we've got 1.38 billion people, but is the postal network that good? Is it good as Royal Mail?
I don't think people use much.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know.
Who knows? So the question was, India has the largest postal network in the world. True or false? 5 more seconds. And time is up. The answer was true. Yes, so 126 of you got that correct. The largest postal network in the world is India, which probably makes sense with the amount of people India has got. We've had a switch up. So Mux EO has moved into 2nd position, but the top 5 still same names. Let's see if we can get some new faces in there. Question 26. Approximately what percentage of the Indian population is Hindu?
અંદાજિત ભારતના કેટલા માણસો હિન્દુ છે? અંદાજે ભારતમાં કેટલા હિન્દુઓ વસે છે?
And your options are 70%, 95%, 85%, or 80%. And guys, if you feel like there is a lag between the audio and the video that you're watching on YouTube, remember, just refresh your YouTube link and it should sync it all up. Okay, going to give you 5 more seconds. And that is time. The answer was an outstanding 80% of India's population is Hindu. So for us in the UK who say there's not enough of us, there are enough of us in the world, just unfortunately not in the UK at the moment. Let's have a look. If the leaderboard has changed, it hasn't. The top 5 all getting that correct, or they just got lucky and the rest of everyone just got it wrong. Let's have a look at the next question. Question number 27. The transfer of the capital from Calcutta to Delhi happened in what year? So just to make clear, the capital of India was changed from Calcutta to Delhi. In which year did this happen? Your options are 1911, 1918, 1956, 1947.
ભારતનું કેપિટલ કલકત્તાથી દિલ્હીમાં કયા વર્ષની અંદર ટ્રાન્સફર થયું અથવા તો પહેલાં કલકત્તા કેપિટલ હતું તો દિલ્હી કેપિટલ ક્યારે બન્યું?
It's a tough question, and some of you may not have known that Calcutta was once the capital of India.
Yeah, that's true.
150 answers in so far. We'll give you the full time limit for this, for those who are unsure. Remember guys, we've only got 10 odd, I think just over 10 more questions left. The answer was 1911. So in 1911, Delhi was now made the capital of India. 66 people only getting that correct. This could change up the leaderboard. Let's have a look. It doesn't. Looks like the top 5 are going strong. Well done. So, Garsan Hirani moving into 4th position, but the rest remain more or less the same. I can see Pranay the tomato crying right now. So well done to everyone. How many airports does Gujarat have?
ગુજરાતની અંદર કેટલા એરપોર્ટ છે? I've got a question for you now, Himesh.
Yes.
એરપોર્ટને ગુજરાતીમાં શું કહેવાય?
Oi.
Okay.
Viman.
Yes.
Viman is an aeroplane.
Yeah.
It's an airport.
Air means what? Hawa.
Havaman? No,
Hawaii.
Havaman is weather.
Yeah.
I've been put on the spot here. I did pass Gujarat GCSE just a long time ago.
Oh, good. I'm sure you studied about the airport. No?
No idea.
Let me tell you quickly. Hawaii Matak or Hawaii Adda.
Thank you for that. So, a little bit of Gujarati lessons in between for us all there. I'm sure I wasn't the only one who didn't know that. So, how many airports does Gujarat have? Okay, the last 5 seconds. And the answer was 19. Only 37 people getting that correct. Let's see if this has changed up the leaderboard. It has slightly. So Simba has now sneaked into the top 5. Whoever you are, Simba out there, well done. The next question, you're only going to get 30 seconds. So I'm giving you the warning now. 30 seconds from the moment it pops up on your screen. The standard time of India is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT, 5.5 hours behind GMT, 4 hours ahead of GMT, or 4.5 hours ahead of GMT? It's a tough question.
ભારતનો સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ટાઈમ GMT થી કેટલો આગળ છે?
Or પાછળ.
or પાછળ?
And your time is up. I think about 30 of you would have missed out on that, unfortunately. The answer was 5.5 hours ahead of GMT. 78 of you getting that correct.
It changes as well, isn't it?
Yep, it does change, but that's currently at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
And Simba has moved into the top 3. Well done. Which city in Gujarat is the greenest capital city in the whole of Asia?
ગુજરાતનું કયું શહેર આખા એશિયાનું ગ્રીન સિટી છે અથવા તો ગ્રીનેસ્ટ સિટી છે?
And your options are Bhuj, Mandvi, Gandhinagar or Ahmedabad. 10 more seconds to get your answers in. And time is up. 117 of you is getting that correct. Well done. The answer is Gandhinagar. So well done to all 117 of you. Top 5 remains the same. Remember, the next 3 questions will all be under a time limit of 30 seconds. So question number 31. What is the name of the wheel on the Indian flag?
ભારતના ઝંડાની અંદર વચ્ચે જે ચક્ર છે એનું નામ શું છે?
And for this, you'll need to type your answer. So remember, you've got 30 seconds to type. I hope you all heard that. So, what is the name of the wheel on the Indian flag? Be careful with your spellings as well. 5 more seconds. The fast typers will get it here. 3, 2, and 1. And the answer is Ashoka or Ashoka Chakra. Now, some of you probably wrote Chakra. Unfortunately, we're not going to take it. We knew everyone's going to answer Chakra. We wanted the full name or close enough to it. So only 45 of you are going to get the points. The top 2 remain the same. Actually, the top 5 all names stay the same. They just switched positions a little bit. Moving on to the next question. Question 32. Name the national animal, bird, and flower of India.
ભારતનું રાષ્ટ્રીય પ્રાણી, પક્ષી અને ફૂલ શું છે?
Options are tiger, pigeon, and jasmine, elephant, peacock, lotus, monkey, peacock, lily, or lion, eagle, and rose. You have 10 more seconds. Last 5 seconds, get your answers in. And time is up. Answer was elephant, peacock, and lotus, which 99 of you got correct, so well done. Let's have a look. Any changes? Jem is on a streak of 16 questions correct, so well done to Jem. But apart from that, the top 5 more or less stays the same. Question 33. What is the national sport of India?
ભારતનો રાષ્ટ્રીય ખેલ કયો છે? ભારતનો રાષ્ટ્રીય ખેલ કયો છે?
Options are cricket, kabaddi, hockey, or kho-kho. All sports that we all love, but which one is the national sport of India? 10 more seconds. And that is time. The answer was hockey, which 98 of you got correct. Some of you thinking it's cricket. Yes, we Indians do love cricket, but the national sport is actually hockey. And we've had ADK from Oldham sneak into the top 5. So well done to you. Question 34. Which state is the largest producer of salt in India?
ભારતની અંદર કયું રાજ્ય સૌથી વધારે મીઠું પેદા કરે છે?
And the options are Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Gujarat or Goa. So which of these states is the largest producer of salt in India? And you give you 5 more seconds. And that is time. And the answer was Gujarat. So Gujarat being the largest producer of salt in India.
That's why probably Mahatma Gandhi did the salt march.
There we are, a little bit of knowledge right there. Top 5 remains the same. Question 35. Which monument was built to commemorate the visit of King George V and Queen Mary in Bombay?
બોમ્બેની અંદર કિંગ જ્યોર્જ ધ ફિફ્થ અને ક્વીન મેરીના આગમન માટે કયું સ્મારક બનાવવામાં આવેલું?
And the options are the Gateway of India, the India Gate, the Victoria Terminus, or the Palace of India. So which of these monuments was built to commemorate the visit of King George V and Queen Mary in Bombay? And we're going to give you 5 more seconds. And that is time. And the answer, 111 of you getting correct, well done, is the Gateway of India. So it's a famous monument which a lot of people do go visit when they are touring India. And surprisingly, top 5 still remains the same, with 8 players having an answer streak of 7. So keep going, you might still be able to sneak into the top 5. Question 36. Which of the following countries have a border with India to the northwest? So which of the following countries have a border with India to the northwest?
કયા દેશોની બોર્ડર ભારતના નોર્થ અને વેસ્ટ બાજુ અડે છે?
And your
ઉત્તર
option-
અને પશ્ચિમ.
And your options are Sri Lanka, Pakistan, China or Nepal. Or Nepal for some of you out there. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds. And that is time. The answer being Pakistan. So Pakistan is the country that borders India to the northwest. 100 of you getting that correct, so well done. Top 5 still remains the same. Question 37. The national fruit of India is?
ભારતનું રાષ્ટ્રીય ફળ કયું છે?
The lotus fruit, guava, mango, or the papaya or papaya. So which is known to be the national fruit of India?
I just came to know today.
Oh,
India
yeah?
has a national fruit. Wow.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a fruit that a lot of us love. Don't know if that's a clue or not. Going to give you 5 more seconds. And the answer is mango, or the much beloved berries that we all love. 129 of you getting that correct. The top 5 still remaining the same. Question 38. Approximately what percentage of India are classed as vegetarians?
અંદાજિત ભારતના કેટલા માણસો વેજીટેરિયન છે, શાકાહારી છે?
Options being 80%, 60%, 40%, or 20%. So now this is an approximation. There isn't a accurate national statistic out there, but it is close to it. So which percentage is classed to be vegetarian in India? 80, 60, 40, or 20% of its population? And we're going to give you 5 more seconds. And time is up. Answer was 40%. So 40% of India is classed as being vegetarian. 58 of you getting that correct. We've had a slight change in the top 5. So ADK Oldham, welcome back to the top 5. And Garson Hirani sticking in 5th. Question 39. Type your answer. You might see this color on the feather of a parrot. It's the name of a fruit and the same color as a carrot. What am I? You might see this color on the feather of a parrot. It's the name of a fruit and the same color as a carrot. What am I?
I can't translate this.
It is a riddle for all you out there. It's quite a simple one.
Good.
You've probably seen the color quite a lot today. Big hint. Please type your answers. Careful with your spellings. With this one, we were quite lenient on you. We gave you a couple of options. Okay, and that is time. The options, we did give you some leeway for spelling mistakes, but the options were orange, or the answer was orange. And the leaderboard stays the same. The last question, I believe. Question 40. The Kumbh Mela attracts over 70 million people and it's the world's largest gathering visible from space. Is this true or false?
કુંભ મેળો અંદાજે 70 મિલિયન યાત્રાળુઓને આકર્ષિત કરે છે અને એને સ્પેસમાંથી પણ જોઈ શકાય છે. સાચું કે ખોટું?
Is that really possible? You can't be able to see humans from space.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah. Weird question, whoever made this quiz.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Kumbh Mela attracts over 70 million people in one place.
Yeah.
Impossible. That's the whole UK.
Yeah.
More than that. Let's have a look.
There was one in last year, 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've been there.
It's not happening this year, I can tell you that.
No.
And 5 more seconds. And the answer is true. So amazingly, 70 million people gather together, and this occasion, Kumbh Mela, is visible from space. So you can imagine that, 70 million people being
It's a city.
together.
When you go and see,
Yep.
it's a city.
Oh, wow.
Literally, temporarily city with the temporary bridges and houses and all sorts of facilities.
70 million people.
Yeah.
I wish I
Amazing.
could go there one day, after COVID-19, of course. Let's have a look. So that was the last question for today's quiz. Let's see how the top 5 looks. Now, before we go into that, a big thank you for everyone who did answer correctly. We can see a lot of you guys were on answer streaks as well, so well done. So, in third, we have Melissa and Dia. In second, we have Mux EL. And in first, we have Jem with 37,004 points, getting 38 out of the 40 questions correct. So only 2 questions she got incorrect. Well, I'm presuming it's a she. Second place, Mux EO, only getting 4 questions incorrect. Oh, did I get it the wrong way around? I did. Sorry. Melissa and Dia, 38 out of 40 questions, and Mux EO, 36 out of 40. So well done for everyone for participating in today's quiz. Remember, this wasn't only about being competitive and being in the top 3, but we also wanted you guys to get some lessons on the history of India. We wanted you to know exactly what happened in the past, so that we can actually prevent things like this ever happening in the future. So thank you for all joining today. We really do hope you enjoyed our York Cultural Night, and our Yuwak and Yuvati Cultural Program and our Independence Day quiz. Jai Shri Somnar to everyone, and we hope to see you on our final day of our Patotsav tomorrow. Jai Shri Somnar, and good night.
I just would like to say a big thank you to Himesh. Thank you very much for organizing a beautiful quiz and entire IT team. Big round of applause for all our IT team and media team. Bas, on that note, badane jai swaminarayan and good night.
Hey Swami Narayan, Jai Swami Narayan. 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 Hey Swami Narayan.